A better introduction first off. All right. Welcome, you guys. We are here with the first episode ever for Avoiding
Table 400.
All right. So, yeah. So, first introduction. Name's Abraham. A lot of people know me as Zeno in the community. Here's my Instagram handle. We're going to be leading this episode with a continuous special guest is
BG, bro. You can find me at It's BG, bro. I don't even need to introduce myself. You know who I am. You know who I am. The tag's right here. Look at this.
He wins one event and thinks he's already known.
I'm that guy. I'm the most.
Who were you about a month ago?
The most garbage player on earth. But I won one event.
Fair. I mean, but still, we just barely got done with heroin events. I mean, everyone was like, all right. It was literally a triangle thing of who's on the top. It's either Nami. Well, you know what? No, it's a square. I would say it's a square. Because it was Nami.
Yeah.
Yellow blue Nami or blue yellow Nami, blue yellow Boa.
Blue yellow Boa.
We had red blue Vivi. And then green Bonnie.
Green Bonnie. I think Boa was the most slept on. If I'm being completely honest, I think if it wasn't for everybody being on Nami, everybody would have been on Boa. Boa just completely shuts those two decks down.
Oh yeah, hands down, yeah.
But everybody was on Nami, so I mean, I won the event with Nami too.
You literally ran through a whole line of just Namis.
I played against 3 Namis. Was it?
Yeah. Because first round, what you played was
yellow purple Nico.
Yes, yellow purple Nico,
which was weird.
And then after that, it was Rio. Playing blue yellow Nami. Bobber, blue yellow Nami. Paul, blue yellow Nami. And then your final 5th round,
Bonnie. Oh my god.
It was so what's crazy is for leading up to that event, that whole night before, we were literally testing, what do we do against Green Bonnie? What do we do this? What about this? And the funny thing is we only had one blue yellow Nami, so we only practiced against other matchups.
We only practiced other matches?
No mirror matches whatsoever. And last minute, we look at the deck. Yeah, we need to take this out.
Yeah.
We can't be running this. There's this stuff. We can't be doing this. So this is the play. Put in more gravity blades. Put in Kiku Nojikos. Put Nojikos to bounce stuff back.
Put Nojikos. We put in kids. We changed the whole deck list the night before. And
then we didn't even test it after. We literally just switched it.
It was 12 of the night almost. Yeah. So we didn't test anything.
We were grinding for 4 or 5 hours?
4 or 5 hours, and then we just decided, screw it, we don't even like this list.
Yeah.
Let's change the list. We get to the event. And I'm like, oh, whatever happens.
Whatever happens. Then what was crazy also was that we see literally first round's done. We're happy that you beat it. Mm-hmm. Second round, instantly straight to Rio. Someone that's already pivoting this deck and has been playing a blue yellow Nami. At least I think this wasn't his first heroines event, and this was yours, right?
This is my first event, and I think it's also realistically it's also my first time playing blue yellow Nami. I've won
in an actual tournament because you've been testing with it the whole week leading before it.
No,
we were testing the whole time.
We didn't even test it.
You were playing Green Bonnie.
I was playing Green Bonnie. The night before was when we decided to test.
So Nami. What you're trying to say is,
if you want
whoever lost to him at that event, you need to rethink about life right now.
24 hours to test, and I don't even. I think after the event, I had a total of 10 Nami matches under my belt. I've never played more Nami than that.
And that's crazy because leading up to all of this stuff right here, we're doing all these testings. We're doing all this other things just to prepare for
the event.
And your first round, Rio.
First Rio. By the way, Rio is a great player.
Oh yeah, we're not just leading away from that whatsoever.
I think I'm not saying I'm the best player on earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm a pretty slightly above average player, right?
I think we can
agree on that. I'm not average. I'm not below average.
Yeah.
I'm slightly above average.
Yeah.
I go up against Rio, who is a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
Who I would argue if we were to put a tier list, he's probably an A tier player. I'm more like a B, barely leaving C tier player, right?
Yeah.
Our friend Mako just decides
Oh yeah,
BG. There goes the run for BG.
yeah. There goes the run for BG. Like
He wins the dice roll. He chooses first. Keep in mind, I've never played a mirror, so I don't know whether I need to go first or second.
mhm.
But he chooses first, and then he starts his plays off, and I believe he didn't find girl, but he found Nojiko and bounced my own girl.
Oh no.
But he goes first, which is the ideal in the mirror
Yeah.
match, right? It's ideal in the mirror match. What else did he do? Yeah, he basically found perfect curve against me. I somehow win the match. I go up to you guys. I tell you, yeah, I got it. Like I'm him, right?
You're him.
I've entered with zero confidence. I've left that match with the most confidence. I'm already thinking like, damn, these prize cards are mine. Like, oh my god, I'm the best player in the world. I beat Rio.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong. Like, again, the other thing after that match, he came up to us like, "Oh, this isn't even my list."
Yeah, that made me feel like crap.
So like, and then the funny thing is like, you won that out. You played against Paul. Paul to me has always been like one that's like
Like a top five.
Within the top 5 for sure. Like Utah, like he's had consistent like toppings, and has another way you can always categorize it. It's kind of like rings, you know, like when you're like NBA finals or anything.
Yeah.
They have serialized cards.
Yeah.
Paul he's had a couple in his pocket. He
bro.
has some in him. Pause. But yeah, so that's one way like we look at like certain players like on at least level base, and I think the majority of the people in the community can at least recognize that Paul does understand the game, and he can for sure consistently be on the top tables. Yeah, but going like something similar to me happening to me going to Tanya's heroine event. I was ready to take his deck. I already knew it like in and out.
Oh yeah.
And
Same winning list.
Same winning list and everything. I'm like, okay, I should be good. I head over. Is the deck box at the shop?
I'm not kidding. We were right here. Like we were. I think I was sleeving up my other deck, and then Mako tells me, "Did Abe leave a deck box?" I'm like, I look around because you know you have your little fancy little
everybody
your fancy little deck box, right? Like you guys can see this is nice, right? I'm like looking all over for these, and I'm like I don't see one. And then he tells me, and then I get a message saying, "Yo, I think I forgot the deck." What do you mean you forgot the deck?
I forgot the deck.
And then I look at the table and I see my little plastic little deck box with a winning list. And it's still here. And I'm like, oh my god, there's no way. There's no way.
And then, so coming back to the whole thing, I felt like Rio in that situation because I was happy that I was able to borrow a deck. But the deck that I played was Nami, Blue Yellow Nami.
Yeah.
But way different from what I'm used to playing on the deck. So obviously, like, yeah, there's some certain stuff I can play and like continue doing. And yeah, like there's just different tech. But this was built for like a counter Nami. I don't know how to play other than get rid of your board. Like I don't know about like the 10 drop and all this other stuff. I wasn't prepared for like all that stuff.
Yeah, like,
and it just like if everyone at that event knew, I kept drawing it to all 4 girls and Nojiko's. So I saw the cards that people don't ever see in matchups.
Yeah, but you saw too many of them.
I saw too many. Where literally, I have pictures. I'll pull it up right here, bro. There was literally one hand where it was just 3 girls and 1 in my hand, and that was my first round against Kenta. And I saw all those, but the ones I didn't see: 7 drop Robin, 5 drop Nami.
That's a good card.
Like I didn't see any of those cards to like go in actual proper curve, but I did see girls.
Yeah, you saw girls, which is like, to be fair, it makes or breaks the deck, right? Like,
but it obviously broke that deck that day.
Yeah, but if you see 2 men and you're like, all right, well, I'll pass.
Yeah, and then like that was the beginning of like this somewhat small little season of like leading towards the next the next meta. But right now we still got like one. There's one going on right now, and there's still a couple. And then by the time this podcast is out, we should have been already
you should be ready,
finished. Yeah, we should be already done with it. So let's pop up our results.
Right.
BG.
Yeah, I took it. I'm the goat.
You know what? I'm gonna hopefully I don't go my 4-1 streak that I've been going yesterday at Tanya's. It finally went to 3-2, but every damn treasure could have been going
Every
to.
treasure.
I'm always one short. First one demo. Lost to Roger. I'll say that. Uncle Jay, if you're watching this, I lost to Roger. I swung at your board. No, I swung at your face. Once you took that confidently, that last life, and I'm like, he's going to play Roger on me this next turn. I have 2 life. I have 2 blockers in my hand.
What was he on?
Ace.
Ace. Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, next turn I can go for game if I do this. But once, literally, I swung 7. I attached 2, swung 7. And he took it, like, just confident, just went like that. I'm like, instantly, bro. Like, you know, like, those moments where, like...
You're like, oh.
Like, oh.
You just kinda,
do I just, like, bend over now?
It's like post-nut clarity.
Everything just came...
Let's go, I got him down to 0. Wait.
Wait.
You know what it reminds me of? That one Squid Game meme. Where they're like cheering, like, let's go. And they're like, what?
So, yeah, instantly took... And then I'm like, right. Let me see if I can get lucky. 4-drop Law. Because by the time he took his last life, he was at 7 cards in hand.
Okay.
4-drop Law.
4-drop Law.
Down -1. Remove 2 cards from hand. Don't hit it. I'll say that. I don't hit it. And I'm like, all right, well, I have 4 down left. Well, no, I don't remember if it was 4. I think it was 4. So I with lead ability, summoned the other 4-drop blocker.
4-drop blocker.
So I have 2 blockers, 2 life.
Which, by the way, don't matter.
2 to 3 cards in hand. 2 active Dawn, just in case. You know, just in case.
Yeah.
I get some sort of, like, event from my life.
Right.
Literally, so this is his what? Draws. Doesn't even, like, finish everything else. Like, he just draws. Already has the other card. Drops. And I'm like... Swing. I lost.
Game.
Yeah, so that was demo. Second event was
that was
Riftgate. Riftgate lost the mirror against Joga Boga. I mean, at least I lost to that. You know, I had an advantage, and then he down -3 done in 1 turn, so it completely threw me off late game.
I want you to know that guy's annoyingly good.
Annoyingly good.
Like, you ever play against those players that you're like, I just can't beat him.
Yeah.
Like, how does he always have the out? That's him.
that's him. You know? Oh, literally like the match from Tanya's that you're like against his first round match.
Oh yeah.
What was that view that you said?
Which one?
He like, all right, I drew. Oh no, Mako was telling me. So Mako, yeah, he told me he acted. I think he did something. Oh yeah, he played Otama. He played Otama. The guy had like nothing in hand. He played Otama.
He had bricks.
Yeah, he had bricks. So he played Otama. Grab, trash the brick. All right, plays another Otama. He pretty much got rid of his bricks and got all the counter he needed to beat that last match.
That's insane.
Well, like that first match in.
That guy is annoyingly good. I don't get it.
Just raged.
Like, I'm not kidding. Against him, I've played against him a total of 3 times, right? Once at the Brolic event. Yeah. Where I took what was it? What was the deck that I took? It was Gecko Morio. Yeah. I was 2-1 with the deck at the time, right? No, wait. Was it 2-1? No. I was actually 2-0. We're going to 3rd round.
Oh yeah, because you lost twice that tournament, right?
No, I lost once, but I didn't make top 8. Because
you beat. I wonder why. But coming back, so you lost at the Brolic event towards him.
I lose at the Brolic event towards him. There's a point where I have 2 swings left, and he has 1 down open. His leader is 7K because he's on Mihawk. He's lob beppoed me. Okay, fine. I have 2 swings. He has 0 life. I just need to figure out the math. I figure out the math. I swing. He has DMG. Counters out by 1K. I can't swing with my second body because I was really... I just messed up there, right? I messed up. He shows me his hand. The rest of it is bricks. So if I just did a spread, like a proper spread, I would have... Pause. If I spread my attacks properly, I would have won the match. He's always beat me by 1K, right? The next time we played, I forgot exactly what I was playing. He beats me by 1K again. He counters that by 1K. Treasure Cup, I finally get his ass. I beat him by 1K.
Oh gosh, you're like,
finally, like I did it. I was well, we can come back to it, but in that event I was already, I think it was 3-1. I was 3-1 because I lost my first round at Fade in the Treasure Cup itself, and it was me against Joga Booga.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed because at the time I was being held by an anchor.
The biggest anchor
in the world. My opponent, JC, like
he literally little bro'd you first round.
Oh my god, it was the worst thing ever.
He was walking up to everyone, and I'm telling you, everyone. Oh, yeah, I just little bro'd him. Yeah, first round.
The worst
friendly fire.
First round, friendly fire. The worst part is I had a game, but I just messed up. I didn't have game. I had a way of getting rid of his game, and maybe winning it out. But I completely forgot about the way that I forgot about my plays. I blanked out. I discarded the wrong card for Nami effect, and he ends up. How to explain it? You can probably explain it. It was I hit trigger.
Yeah.
Get Gravity Blade. I trigger Gravity Blade because in my head we're already super deep into the game.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, oh, he's not gonna play any more small bodies, right? Why would he play any more small bodies? We're like 8 Dawn. Like if he's gonna play any small bodies, it's like he's only slowing himself down, right?
Yeah.
He has Whitebeard. Like Whitebeard is like the 12 drop block, the 12K blocker. He should be playing that, right? So I trigger my Gravity Blade because I'm like, okay, this is my only way of getting. Or this is the only time I'll be able to get rid of Yamato on board. I get rid of his Yamato on board. Instead of doing 8-drop event, he drops double Marco. I've let go of my Gravity Blade. He doesn't play a single Whitebeard the entire game. So I'm sitting there with one Red Rock.
You've been holding on to your thing. Oh, this is coming real hard.
It was in my starting hand. It's been in my starting hand the entire time, and I've been trying to play. I've been trying to use it against his Whitebeard. That never shows up. He double blockers up. I try to go in for a game. I miss game completely. He goes next turn. He beats me. And I'm like, I just needed to save the Gravity Blade.
I just needed to save the Gravity Blade.
Yeah, I mean, like, who does that?
Obviously him.
Yeah, obviously him. Yeah. So he beats me. But yeah, I've been basically, he beats me first round, and then he proceeds to go X3. I go undefeated for the rest of the event. Not undefeated, but I don't lose a single other match the rest of the event. But I lost first round to him, and because he was my tiebreaker, I didn't even make top 8 after like the 5th round. I'm 4-1 after the 5th round, and I still not top 8. But I beat Joga Booga, and I'm not kidding. I was so happy. I don't even care if I don't get first. It was like that mental block of beating him. Where I was like, oh,
the Unchained situation. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, I finally made it. I thought that was the coolest thing about it. But yeah, I think these treasure cups have been pretty fun. Like I definitely feel like there was a set meta at the first.
And like the first. So like we were talking about, every treasure cup, like it's always changing. Like the first event, there was a lot of Rosies. Quite a few aces and emus.
No, actually, I thought I saw more Sabos.
More Sabos. Oh, that is true. I did run into a couple of Sabos.
A decent amount of Nami.
Yeah, because we've attended every treasure cup we've attended. We've both been there. Yeah. Together, and so it was demo first. I went 1-4, 4-1, and then you went.
I went 3-2, and I took Sabo.
And then second one was Riftgate. I ran into
that's a
2 aces that day.
I think
I saw aces and Rosie. So I kind of saw like the same because it was literally the next day.
I feel like the top tables were the same. The bottom of the barrel.
What do you say? Like, the table 400s?
Where I was.
So we ain't avoiding them apparently.
Okay, so Rivke, I go 2-3.
Mhm.
I've decided after demo, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of Nami, there's a lot of Rosie,
Mhm.
there's a lot of Ace, there's a lot of Sabo, which is manageable. So I make the bright idea of choosing Sanji.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, okay, I don't have the best matchup into Nami, but I have a great matchup into Rosie. I have a great matchup into Ace. I have a great matchup into Sabo. I just need to play my game. I'm comfortable on the deck. Not comfortable, but like I'm knowledgeable on the deck.
Yeah.
So I get off of Sabo. I play Sanji. I show up to the event expecting Rosies. There's no Rosies. There's 2 Rosie players. You and Joga Booga. I'm like, okay. Fine. It's cool. It's cool. I just need to not run into Nami. First round, Nami.
No, me.
The worst part is she was so new to the deck, but the matchup is so... It's not so bad, but I'm not comfortable on that matchup myself. So she got the game. And then next round, I'm like, okay, it's fine. We go next round. Nami. Okay. It's okay. I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
Third round, Emu. The one emu player.
So what you're saying overall is
I saw
you're over here. You're like, all right, I'm countering these decks.
I'm counting.
I saw them yesterday.
I'm playing anti-meta.
I don't see any of them. I don't see what I'm trying to.
I don't see a single one of them. My last round was against Ace. I only beat Ace, and then I got the bye. And I only got the bye because people left the event afterwards.
Yeah. A lot of people be leaving either first round
or
within the first couple. Because in all reality, yeah, you'll get extra packs. But in all reality, the only thing outside of a regular tournament from what you're going to get is first place gets that Ace.
Yep.
And then you get your promo packs. Depending on the store, you can get more promo packs if you do. But yeah, so it was, you said 2-3 or 3-2?
2-3.
2-3.
Which really was more 1-3 because I only played 4 rounds.
True. But and then on top of that, all these events have always been 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Leading up to the kayfabe one, it's the only one that it was 6 rounds.
Which was tiring.
It was. And then we'll go a bit more into this next segment after this, but there's traditions that people do. And doing it every day for the past couple, 3 days, it puts a strain. But going into this, that, I'm glad I only lost to this person, but Kenta was the one that eliminated me on third round. I lost that one. So I proceeded to go 5-1. You went, you said 4-2?
4-2, yeah.
And both of them were friendly fires, right? That you lost to?
Fires. I lost to JC at the start of the game. At the start of the event, which honestly put me down so hard. I was like, oh, dude, no way. Not to say JC is an awful player. Get it twisted.
But the thing with JC, he beats, like at Tanya's yesterday, as this recording is happening, he beat Real first round.
Yeah, he beats good players. That's the thing. But then
out of nowhere, I think his confidence is like, all right, I already peaked. Room.
Yeah, it's like I've completed my mission.
I've completed my mission. It's at this point, I don't need to do more.
I don't need to do anything else. And I'm like, oh, please, brother, please get another win. So I went 4-2. I lose to Ace. I lose to JC's Ace again. I misplay. I misplay completely. That's completely on me.
And then what you were playing?
I was on Nami.
Yes.
I decided to go back to Nami just because I was like, okay, I won the heroines event. I know how to play the mirrors. There's a lot of Nami, so I know maybe I'm not the most experienced player on the mirror.
Yeah.
But at least I have results that show that I've won every mirror so far.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident. I don't run into a single Nami mirror. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Like at least I know I'm pretty good at the deck, right?
Yeah.
I'm decent enough to play it. So I play Nami. I lose first round. I proceed to go 4-1. And then for some reason we got a 6th round. I don't know why we got a 6th round.
Originally there was
6 rounds.
There was, so from the start, the one thing I do love about kayfabe, they always post up like how many rounds there is. So no matter what, they won't change it. They're very they're
very structured.
Yeah, they're very structured, and if it works, it works. But by the time we were done with 5th round, there was already one person undefeated. And I'm assuming that they're gonna do this, but they were supposed to get 2 kits. and obviously each kit comes with one winner. So I think that's why they were like, all right, let's finish it off, give one more chance.
Yeah.
So that person, I think they're guaranteed because they still got at the end of the day they still got second place, and that was Devin. Yeah, he got second place. But going into the last round, everyone had an X1 at least, and Devin lost that one, so he got second place.
No, Devin was undefeated. He was the only undefeated after round 5.
But by the end of round 6, he was X1.
Yeah, at the end of the event, yeah.
So that like pushed him down to second place. So I'm hoping. I mean, that's what I would assume, that he's still gonna get the other ace if they got 2 kits.
I was even telling you guys at the event. I was like, dude, I feel bad for him. Because don't get me wrong, because Kenta won that event, right? Technically.
Yeah, Kenta got placed above him because after he beat me, I kept winning out, and he only lost to Devin.
Yeah. So his tiebreakers were
really good.
Really good.
So it pushed him up there.
Yeah. So Kenta wins the event. Devin goes undefeated, technically. But then we proceed to play the 6th round. Mm-hmm. Despite there being one undefeated, which, like I said, I felt bad for. But at the same time, I almost didn't want to feel bad for it because I wasn't even top 8 at the end of the
You're like, I'm over here trying to get better placement. Yeah. Come on, I need this extra round.
Like, we were getting $10 store credit. And I was like, I need that $10 store credit. I need that entry fee back.
And then the biggest strain on your back, the anchor. We come back to the JC anchor.
God. So, more context, right? I'm 4-1. JC is currently 2-3. His only matches that he's won are against me and some other random. And I'm like, dude, please, like, just do a little bit better.
Please.
He starts telling me, I think I'm gonna drop.
You're over here trying to ruin my numbers even more.
I'm playing out of my mind right now. I'm playing insane right now. Like, I locked in. that loss at the start, really woke me up. Last round, I get Myron. Now Myron's he's not the most experienced One Piece player, but he's a good player.
Yeah, he overall he's a good player because one he comes from one Pokemon,
right?
He also has some experience in other card games, but the one where I knew him and you know him as well, he originally comes from competitive Pokemon scene.
Yes,
and he's been also testing with us, and he was playing Emu. Emu's a very strong deck. I mean, Emu just won Worlds, bro. That deck alone is really good. It's very resourceful and everything, but you guys get played final round on that.
Yeah, I get played final round. We started joking. We're like, all right, like one of us got to win, obviously. Mm-hmm. In my head, I'm like, dude, I get Emu. This is my worst matchup. Not my worst, but it's a really,
you just can't remove anything,
it's a really bad matchup. I'm like, dude, no way. But you know what? With my luck, I haven't been seeing any of my removal pieces all day, and I'm still winning matches. So really, I just need to not draw into my removal pieces.
So let's keep it up.
Let's keep up the streak of not seeing any removal pieces, right? Draw. Okay, whatever. Hand's bad. Mulligan. Draw. New hand. Double gravity blade. No way.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Who's going first? Me.
Great targets to usability.
I lose dice roll. I lose my starting hand. I'm like, oh my god. Please. I get whooped. No, I wouldn't say I got whooped. I did play decent enough to where if I just got one extra turn, I would have won the game. I'm telling you.
That's table 400 talk, bro.
Oh my god.
If I would have gotten one more turn, bro. No. If I would have lived that one more time.
Get it twisted, because I did have a huge board. And he actually only had 2 cards in hand with 1 life. And he had only 2 blockers on the board, and I think I had 5 or 6 swings. So I would have won.
Yeah.
I just needed to math it out properly, which I mean isn't even that hard.
Yeah.
When you have that many swings.
To JC, it is.
JC.
Side a little
joke. But I proceed to lose that one. I go 4-2, and I think I placed 17th in that event. So I bowled out of top 16, which, I mean, to be fair, top 16 doesn't even get pricing. But I just wanted to. I think top 16 is the goal for most.
Yeah, for most people, at least within because Kayfabe right now, it has to be like one of the ones with the most
competitive one.
Not just most competitive, but the one that you get the most players there.
Yeah.
Like the turnout situation, because they're locals. They get like almost 40 people consistently.
30 to 40 people.
And this one was 47 people, something
40,
like that.
No, it was 54.
54.
It was
so
54, but there were a couple drops.
Yeah, it was a good turnout. So I mean, just getting top 16, that's really good.
That's like the top quarter, right? Like
yeah, top quarter
is
of
always
the
good.
Yeah, top quarter of the whole event. That's more than fine. So that was that. And then Demo makes an announcement that they're pushing out their event. So by the time you guys are watching this, again, you're going to see our results.
Yeah.
But to us, that's literally tomorrow. So that it got switched to this Monday that's coming up. So what are you going? I'm going again, Rosie. Rosie has been consistent for me. I did switch up like 2 cards. That's about it because of the ace matchup, mirror match, and I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of blockers, bro. When you be putting blockers up in front of me,
that's why. Are you running the
unblockable?
The blockable that Greg put you on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg.
He put you.
I have a blocker, and he has like one more swing, and I'm like, okay, I got this.
Yeah.
Unblockable. I didn't have any counter in it.
Because you didn't even know that card existed.
I didn't. I was not predicting it whatsoever. And I'm like, wait, what? So, I mean, yeah, that's one thing Rosie struggles against ace. It's just big blockers.
Yeah.
So obviously, if I can go unblockable with a small hand for them, better. Yeah. But that's what I'm going, Rosie. Any switches because what you've gone through Sabo,
I've done
Sanji and Nami.
Yeah, I've done 4. We've done 4 treasure cups. I've done Sanji, Sabo, double Nami. Now with Nami, I am currently 8 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're just putting it all together, yeah.
Just putting it all together in both events. No, yeah, I'm 8 and 3. I went 4-2, Kayfabe, and then we went to North Salt Lake Game Grids.
Yeah. Yesterday's event.
I went 4-1.
That's the one I finally went 3-2, you guys.
And guess who slayed him? Guess who took him down? Guess who took him down? That was insane. I was great. It's crazy because I actually ran the gauntlet in that one.
Yeah.
All of our friends that we went with, I ended up playing. So I ended up playing against a random person in round 1. Yeah. That I never met, but he was on Hannibal.
Mr. Fundeck?
Mr. Fundeck. He was on Hannibal. That was a quick match.
I'm gonna tell you right now, never target that Nico Robin. That was his number 1 mistake. Bounce Nico Robin, play Nico Robin. Bounce Nico Robin, play Nico Robin. Yeah, you're literally giving him free. Free, but
a free draw because I healed twice and then I draw off of leader ability. So I was like,
you need to do something else. Like, if you're gonna get rid of Nico Robin, it's either Red Rock, and that's it. If you're blue, that's the way you remove it.
Never bounce the card.
Never give it back to their hand. That's the problem. Like, you're taking advantage by them getting rid of a body, but Nico Robin has 2 perks.
2 perks.
You don't want to remove it by swinging at it
because it'll deal damage.
Yeah, it'll do damage. Second, it heals them. It gives them 2, well, technically 1 life, but with Nami, it just works out perfect. You get the extra draw because it deals damage to them as well.
It's a +2.
Yeah, it's a +2. But like that's one mistake he did. You continued into Mako.
I continued into Mako. He goes up against Starter Luffy, which, by the way, Starter Luffy I think is a really huge sleeper pick as well. Mm-hmm. I think that deck is actually super good, and I think it's only going to get better in this next set. But we'll talk about
Borsellino.
Borsellino. Yeah, everything.
Anything yellow.
Anything yellow. So I go up against Starter Luffy. No. I go up against JC.
Second round?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it was 3rd round by the time you play him.
So I played JC in the 2nd round.
You're like, you're not gonna anchor me this time.
Yeah. The grudge match. I play against him. I beat him. He's playing Ace. I'm playing Nami. Technically, Ace is favored in that matchup.
Yeah, and then do you want to tell him why it's not favored as JC as a pilot?
I feel bad for the guy, but he has 3. So I swing a full board on him, right? he has enough. All his cards in hand were basically alive. There was not a single dead card, which as an ace player,
that's amazing.
That's crazy. Like that's the best.
Yeah,
outcome.
that's the one thing you want to see every late game situation.
Yeah, everything has counter. I swing 8 into his life to get him down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
And in my Nami list, I run no blocker, so I'm not scared of Roger because I know if he plays Roger, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
But he swings, or I swing 8. He takes life, draws a card off leader effect, whatever, fine. I swing 8 again because I have no more Dawn active.
Mm-hmm.
Off of life, he took a 1k. Off of leader effect, he gets a 2k. So counters 9. I'm at 1 life. I had a Nico Robin in hand, but I was like, I need to go in for a game because I think.
Yeah, like when you see it, you gotta go. Like sometimes it's either they have it, they don't.
They don't. Yeah, and also it also didn't help because he was he had the double attack Vista, so really my 2 life was really just 1 life, right?
Yeah.
So no matter if I healed or not, I was gonna lose next turn, no matter what. Because I saw my hand, I had 2k counter, and I had 1. Yeah, I had 2k counter and 0. I basically only had 2k counter in hand, and I knew that no matter how he mathed it out, he should be winning. Right?
Yeah, he should be winning because what's left on his board? He has his leader, he has Vista, and he has a blocker, right?
Blocker, and if he decides to get a little fancy, he could even swing his cantrips.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you don't want to against Nami, but it's an option.
Yeah, it's an option. So overall, you have 1 life, no blocker, and he has 3 swings.
3 swings.
So in all reality, 2 have to hit to win. That's all it is.
2 have to hit to win, and they're all big bodies.
Yeah, they're big bodies. It's not little guys whatsoever.
And Vista is already a big body as is, and then your leader and Yamato being what is it like? They're 6k bodies, so you only had to commit 1 Dawn. It's like, all right, I lose, right? Yeah. In my head, I'm like, no way, I lost to JC again. Please tell me I didn't lose to JC again.
What does he proceed to do?
He proceeds to play Jozu, Rush, 3-drop, 4k Rush. Attaches 3 Dawn to it. Swings 7. I counter out. He swings 7 with Yamato. I counter out. Swings 7 with leader. I have to take because I'm out of counter. I draw 2k. Then he forgets to use one of his Dawns on the field. Because he's at 10, so he should have 1 more.
Wait, so he didn't have the blocker Newgate?
I bottom decked it.
Oh, yeah. So all he had on board was the double swinger, the Yamato, and lead, officially. And those were like, so each one, so 6, 7, 7.
6, 7, 7.
And then Jozu. Yeah.
So he swings 777. I had to take one of them because I'm out of counter.
Yeah.
Swings, I take life, it's a 2k. Doesn't use any more Dawn. Swings 8 into me. 2k. You got it, bro.
and again, all he had to do was swing 9s.
All he had to do was swing 9s. He just had to attach 1 Dawn to the Vista, swing 9, check for 2ks. Right?
Yeah.
And he wins.
Yeah, he wins. Like, literally. So, for those watching, how to avoid table 400s. When you're playing against Nami, you're either early game, you're swinging 7s.
Early game swing 7s.
Because you're always taking away, first off, 2 cards from their hand, or they're willing to take. Whoa. But overall, you're going to start making... It's those lucky numbers. It's those numbers that, like, you're guaranteed counter. Because if you just swing 5 or 6 first time, they'll give you 1 card instead of 2. They'll give you 1 card, boost them up to 7 right off the bat, and then you have to pivot weirdly from there if you're like doing all that stuff. But if you're constantly swinging early game 7s to them, you're guaranteeing 2 cards from their hand. And then on top of that, like if they don't want to take too many hits early on, they need to counter out more. So using that, boom, just like that. Yeah. If you don't want to swing 7s and you want to swing lower numbers and focus on the board, you can, because they can't do the increase to that and then just you're swinging at their boards.
Yeah.
But once it's getting to late game, to guarantee, you can do this against Nami, you can do this against Timu, you can do this against Ace, I've heard as well.
With 9?
Yeah, swinging 9s because they have the event where it's like a 3 plus 3, it gets them to 9, and then on top of that, an extra like 1k.
Right.
Or like lead ability that reduces 2, and then they still have to give you another like 1k or 2k.
The general rule is to just be over 2.
Yeah, always over 2, because that's guaranteeing you 2 cards in their hand.
2 cards in hand, no matter what.
No matter what. Because at the end of the day, the player's going to decide, like, am I either going to take 1 life, so gain 1 card, or lose 2 cards. That's the best view on that. But always poke at these Nami's late game 9s. Swing 9s, because hands down, I guarantee, like, I would say, like, almost 80% of the chance you have game by that situation, because obviously those last cards couldn't be like they could have been counter. But in JC's position, he had to go for game.
Yeah, you lose no matter what.
You lose no matter what. So you literally have to go for 9s. So swing 9-9. Okay, he takes 1, or say if he's able to counter out of 1, he takes the other 1. How many dom does that leave him with? That literally leaves him with 5 more. So he's swinging 11 to face.
No, it actually leaves him with
because.
So what you can do technically.
Well, Vista is 7.
Vista's 8.
Vista's 8, so that's okay.
So 1 down for him to go 9.
Oh yeah, just to poke, because
it's
the
safest option.
Yeah, it is, because at that point you're using less resources to understand, like, testing waters.
Yeah, you're testing waters.
So 9, boom, attach 2 to what's her Yamato, swing another 9. We obviously, depending on how it goes. Oh, she's a 6?
She's a 6.
Okay, so there, boom. Okay, so 9. So that still leaves you
4. That's 4 Dawn that you've used.
Yeah, and so that still leaves you with 6, and then your lead is a 6. So you're swinging 12.
Yeah.
You're swinging 12 to face. If he was able to counter out of 1, and he still has, like, counter in hand, and he has no life, that leaves you with a big swing at the end. That
leaves you with a big swing.
JC, don't play these damn cards.
Stop playing I don't know why you played a second body.
Yeah, but and then again, this is how you're, like, these are like conversations, and these are like little mental notes that you want to take when. And yes, we're using JC as an example, but these are overall things that you want to think about when you're playing, because again, the whole thing about this podcast is how to avoid table 400.
Yeah,
and a lot of people just think, oh, it's just a simple, like, copy and paste. I'm going to consistently be doing this stuff. Yeah. No, you always have to take into, like, mental notes. Like, you have to play differently against certain matchups. Mm-hmm. You have to do certain things differently, and your deck can't always run the same. Another. Don't stray too far away from your decks, because your decks do what they do.
Yeah.
But you need to adapt to certain things. That's all. But yeah, so knowing your matchups. Like, right now, I think swinging 7s consistently is a great one against a lot of matchups.
I think it's the magic number in general right now.
It really is.
It's like almost every deck that can. The only decks that can deal with it are Ace. Yeah. Which even then, it's getting rid of their dead cards. And sometimes I notice a lot of Ace players will misplay by discarding their dead card, because they'll be like, oh, okay, like, this is a dead card, I don't need it. Mm-hmm. I'd rather just discard it. And then later into the game, they kind of realize, oh, shoot.
Like, oh, I needed that dead card. Or, like, their hand's getting too low if they're constantly countering quick.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so 7s is a great number. And then, like, leading towards late game, 9s are always great.
9s are great.
Because you're guaranteeing more cards, and, like, that's just using up a lot more out of their hand off your opponent.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, yeah. Take that note. I mean, we're going to try to always implement different scenarios, different examples where you can, like, learn, and we can go detailed of what he could have done better to win that game.
JC, you're the example of the day.
Pop a picture.
JC.
But yeah, so that like, I mean, that's a great example, like, able to, like, switch out that whole situation. We talked about our treasure cups, and I mean, they're great. We still have one more coming up.
Yep.
Once again, result right there. Result right here.
Right.
Can we brag? I'm continuing my what? It's 5 rounds, 4-1 streak tomorrow.
No, because it's over. It's over. I took you down.
What do you mean? No. You know what? No, he's my anchor. I beat him first round, and just like that, he just continues to lose out. You know, I can have bragging rights. I have better record at these treasure cups than you.
But I took you down.
Oh my gosh, the bragging rights.
Well, because you went 3-2, right?
At Tanya's, yeah.
Tanya's, you went 3-2.
And what are the other events?
4-1.
4-1. 5-1.
Well,
so officially, I've only lost 5 games.
You've lost 5 games. I've lost 8 games.
Yeah, you see.
But I still beat you.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't let these stuff go.
No, because I ended your streak.
That is true. I'll give him that.
I ended your streak. I ended it when it mattered most to you. I didn't end it like at the start. I did it at the very end of these treasure cups, so you cannot claim you have a streak anymore.
That is true. That is true. But now, I mean, yeah, treasure cups literally last couple months already. For those still playing, comment your results down below. Let us know what you had difficulties with and what your final results were. Like,
and like
would you go?
Like, what did you see more in these events? Because for us, we saw a bunch of Namis. We've seen a lot of Nami. We've seen a lot of Ace.
Sabo.
Sabo's
been popping up. And then there's Ovis with Vivi randomly popping up here and there. Like, one thing I like about this meta, and what we're going to transition into, is this upcoming new meta. But this current meta, like, there's a variety of decks.
There is.
Like, yeah. Emu just won Worlds. But locally, you're not seeing a lot of Emus topping and everything because there's other decks that can do it as well. So all these, like, really good decks aren't always guaranteed to win situation. Yeah. Obviously, it also depends on the player.
It does.
But Rosie's another great deck. Nami's another great deck. Boa is still popping up here and there. Yeah. It gets checked on certain ones. Another one that is like Ace. Yeah, Ace is still great. Yeah, Emu is still there. Mihawk's there.
Mihawk is still going.
So going from a triangle meta to this type of meta, I honestly like this more because at this point, you just play with what you were willing to lose to. What are your worst matchups?
What are you most comfortable on? And then you just got to accept that if you see this matchup,
yeah.
If you lose, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. Like, if it goes your way, it goes your way. But this meta has been great. And now that the ban list just got announced, what do you guys think?
I'm not the biggest fan.
You're not the biggest fan? I personally think, like, to be honest, for the blue players that are crying about it, everyone out there not playing blue has already been playing against heavy hands. So if you're really complaining about, it's going to be a heavy hand meta, it's going to be a heavy hand meta.
It's been a heavy hand meta.
It's been a heavy hand meta for the people who aren't playing pudding. So,
it's also really frustrating because Ace didn't get any hits, and I would argue Ace is the biggest abuser of these big hands.
Oh yeah.
And now we have nothing to check Ace. I mean, Ace can't check itself in the mirror, but like it's Ace on Ace Crime.
Yeah, and like the only other deck that like I do think it slowed down or reduced its power is Boa, because I mean Boa can say, like, if you're playing against a Boa, you have a blocker, and just putting it as a scenario, you have no life, you have a couple blockers, they play pudding, you have a heavy hand, it gets trashed, right? Bottom decked, and then, shuffled, you get your new 5, and out of nowhere, unblockable to their 9-drop Boa.
Yes.
And attach everything. Swing big. That's moments where I'm like, all right, now that's a pudding play.
Yeah.
Like, those are like, all right, no, pudding does need to get hurt, but yeah, like you're saying, Ace, honestly, like, didn't, like, yeah, some people would be like, oh, but Ace, like, this and that, but no, Ace got more comfortable to play without it, and then, I mean, Red Rock's leaving, that's another, like, thing. Leaving,
yes.
But they're getting, the one thing I think Ace, to officially get hurt, the 8-drop event.
Like, 8-drop event needed to go.
It's too broken.
If it didn't go, at least make it to the
limit to like 1 or 2, or like the new one where like pair banning. You can't pair it with Ace.
Oh, with Ace. I think that would have been good. I honestly am so not annoyed, but I do think the ban list was so unnecessary. There was one ban. It's pudding. We get a bunch of unbans, which are all getting rotated out, which doesn't, I mean, for the new format, the legacy format, whatever it's going to be called, I think that's great.
Grand Battle, I think that's what they were called, right?
I'm not entirely sure. I call it legacy just because,
okay, Yu-Gi-Oh player.
That's what they call it, so I'm just going to call it that. But the only one that we are keeping is Rygo.
For those Kingdom Come that don't know. And then, honestly, that this sounds like a cool thing, because with Rygo back on board, yellow players have a way to remove again.
Have a removal.
Finally have removal, because for the longest time, Enel was abusing that. They could get over any board with Rygo for free. And Ace is getting... Blue won't have heavy removal, so it's going to slow them down in that situation.
But I think that's a problem. The problem, and I think we're going to talk about this even more after this, but yellow already is a good color. In the current state of the game, I think it's probably the best color, right? I don't think there's a better color.
I think yellow is the most consistent right now.
It is the most
I will say that, because there's so many ways it can adapt to the meta. And then right now, like, they have, like, depending on your, like, the deck, they have a core that has been moving around from deck to deck. And that core is the Thriller Bark package, because you literally, this is way in the future, but people are already talking about Thriller Bark package inside the new Blackbeard that's coming out. And being able to already have that in mind, like, you already have that package, is such a great thing. And I'm glad that yellow finally got that, because in all reality, yellow always lacked on stuff.
I think it's been the worst color for a while.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now that it's the
best.
It's
a slow power creep.
It's a slow power creep. But the problem is that now that it's up there, we're getting more unbans that are going to give it even more power.
Yeah.
We're getting OP15, which is going to give it even more support.
Mm-hmm.
Generic support, by the way.
Yeah.
Very, very generic support. And then...
And don't forget about Ace. This is the other part that I hate this damn event card. Play a drop event. Take second ability. You gain +2, right?
+2.
You play the red Newgate. +2 double attack, permanent 10. Permanent 10 until at the end of your opponent's turn. So you're swinging double attack 10.
It is
for 8 cards, and then you still have your board.
Or 8 on, but yeah, like it's so frustrating.
And then you expect me, well, not just me, but your opponent, to be able to find a way out of that. Like, yeah, of course. Like, if I have my board, I'm already committing so much down to reach 10.
Right.
If you don't have anything rested on your board, and honestly, that should be the play. Don't leave anything rested on your board. Force your opponent to swing big at you. Either so that way either you make them skip a whole turn on their end, because they're not if they swing big, that means no new bodies, no new events or anything is being played. But yeah, like, you're completely stalling your whole opponent one whole turn.
Yes.
Unless they have, like, big bodies already, like, like, that's the only other way.
Yeah.
Like
even bigger bodies than what they have. Right?
Yeah. So there's that. But then on top of that, you have your blockers.
Yeah, your blockers.
If you're a good ace player, you already have at least minimum of 2 blockers ahead. And then, no, look, just listen to this. That A-drop red, Newgate.
Right.
You know what else you can follow it up with to continue having a blocker? Uta. Uta, a 6-drop Uta. Like, there's that, being a 6 drop, it's already helping her stay alive from other cards that remove always 5 and under.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, you have a 10k leader with a blocker. Like,
it's gonna be
with heavy hand.
With heavy hand.
Yeah, complain, you guys. Heavy hand meta.
Heavy hand meta. Ace. Okay, Ace lost footing. Cool, but now who's gonna check Ace?
Yeah, you see, so Bandit, you're banning the wrong card.
You banned the wrong card, and then you're rotating out the one removal card that blue has to deal with Ace.
Yeah.
You give it to yellow instead. Which, by the way, yellow is already good. Anyway.
It really is, because there's so many cards that give us life now. They're like for slow cost.
And the worst part is, it's like the game as is should be slow, or not, like, should be fair. Like, blue beating yellow, I think is fine. Yeah. I think every deck needs to be checked by a different color. Right? Yeah. Like, green is checking black. Blue is checking yellow. Red is checking blue. Like, sort of.
Yeah.
But like, all these colors check each other, basically. And I think that's healthy. But when you're making it so that blue can't check yellow can check blue, you're kind of shifting that balance that the game currently has, and you're flipping it the other way. So yellow now has removal for big bodies. Okay, that's okay. Yellow now has a bunch of healing, which we already have enough healing as is. We're only going to get even more healing in this next set. Yellow also has bodies that cannot be removed from the field. because they run the Twitterbox package.
Mhm.
They run the Nami. They run the Kikunojo.
Yeah.
They run the Robins.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many cards in the game right now that are so good in yellow.
Power creep, I'm telling you.
The power
Everything's
creep
just stacking up, bro.
Everything is stacking up. But I think the thing is, it's stacking up with yellow heavily.
Yeah. And then, I mean, it's great because, again, this was the same thing with, like, black, bro. Like, for a long time, black was, like, the worst color you can play.
Yeah.
So, like, red was dominant. Green was there. Blue was all right there as well. And then yellow was barely making its entrance. So, black was just completely getting ignored. But out of nowhere, black, back to back of, like, sets, they kept getting upgrades, bro. Like, Sakazuki, Lucci, Black Yellow Luffy. Like, there was so many, like, black decks. No matter, it was like those things where it was just constantly staying up there. No matter what you would do, you know? Like, it had a dominant presence.
Yeah, and that's a problem. Well, not a problem. I think every color deserves its meta.
Oh, red started off strong. It was the favorite color.
Red started off strong.
Mako.
Yeah, Mako. He hasn't even gotten over it.
Yeah. Oh, my Newgate got banned. It would have been my time to get a cereal card.
I used to top everything with Newgate.
Yeah.
That was set 2.
Back in old days, huh? Back in your old days.
Set 2, uncle. Get over it. But every color has gotten a meta, and I think right now we're entering one of the heaviest metas, or I think a very diverse meta, but there is still an obvious favorite.
And yeah, yellow is the favorite right now. And I mean, now that we're speaking about it, we've been over like the ban list, what should have been targeted.
Yeah.
Honestly, like you said like a while ago that you told me that was the ban list was late, that you said.
It was too late. I think it was too late.
But now that we're moving into this new one, I personally think. So let's start off this way. Let's start off with OP15 coming in.
OP15 is out. In the next by the time the podcast is out, we should be hitting the OP15 in the weekend.
Yeah. Because pre-releases should be coming out by the time you're already watching this. Like, so going into this, let's talk about
the way the leaders are affecting this, or
let's go into the OP15 meta. Like, let's see what's your honest opinion. What are your top 4 decks that you think are going to be consistent?
Okay, so top 4, I would do Nami.
Which Nami?
Blue Yellow Nami.
Okay.
Blue Yellow Nami. It's getting Borsalino.
Yeah.
Quasar's in there. It already has crazy healing.
Yeah.
Even more healing with a blocker.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be, for me personally, that's gonna be my number 1, and probably like I'm gonna be playing. And now, Purple now.
Yeah.
Purple now is gonna be insane. I think it's gonna be the best, if not the second, third best deck in the format. Following that would be Red Blue Lucy.
Lucy.
It's gonna be. That one gets carried by Cavendish though. I every time I see play like gameplay on it, it's just if you have the Cavendish, you have it and you win. If you don't have it, oh well.
Yeah.
And then number 4, I would probably go Red Blue Ace.
Red Blue Ace.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think there's any other deck. I think out of all the older decks, only Nami and Ace are the 2 decks that can keep up with ML and Lucy.
Yeah, because is that Red Newgate coming out in 16?
It's coming out in 16.
Okay, so yeah, there's still some time till then, but
yeah, I mean, getting Zoro.
That is true. The extra 2K when it's on the 7 drop, right?
It's on the 7 drop.
It gives the leader extra 2K.
Extra 2K rush character, which is, I mean, rush character doesn't seem like a lot, but then you got to remember, when you're playing that, usually your opponent's characters are rested already.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can control their board on the turn that you play it, and then immediately after block her up with whatever you want. It's nuts. And then we got Enel. Enel's going to be able to deal with a lot of. I think Enel has the best spreadsheet out of every deck. And
a lot of people are saying that it's the new Rayleigh coming out. Like a lot of shitters swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have wide board and constantly swinging.
Yeah, it's a deck that's going to be very, very annoying to deal with. But like I said, I think it's the gatekeeper deck. If your deck can beat and now you should be in a decent spot. Because I do believe, at least locally, we've seen almost everybody's talking about it now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to build it now. I don't think I've seen too many people talk about Lucy, which I want to play personally, but everybody's talking about it now and Nami. I think those are going to be the two most used decks in our format.
Locally or overall?
I think overall.
Overall?
I think Japanese meta shows a bit more diversity right now, and I think obviously we will have a slightly diverse meta too. But I think
the thing with this is one thing I don't like. When a new set is released in Japan, they all you'll start seeing all these it's always the new leaders that are being played nonstop, and then out of nowhere, once everyone's played every new leader and it's been a couple events already, they go back to all the other decks and it changes up again because other decks can keep the new leaders in check still.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I personally, my top 4, I think it's going to be Yellow Luffy.
Which one?
The new one coming out.
Sky Island?
Yeah, the Sky Island Luffy. So Sky Island is going to be one. Enel, Boa, and I think... I want to say Emu. I think Emu can still probably... at least will stay there. It's going to be one of those... well, no. Yeah, I'll say Emu. I think those top 4 are going to stay consistent on top. Don't get me wrong. Nami, I think Nami is great, but once the player knows how to start swinging properly, I think that's where the Nami... either you're going to play against a good Nami player or a bad Nami player. And that's where it's going to be dividing pretty quick. So depending on your local scene, you probably won't see it much, but overall, I think, it's going to be... I forget about Mihawk.
But I think Mihawk's going to drop down a little bit. I do think that Mihawk struggles into a lot of these decks that can go wide enough, but also slightly tall. I think the problem with Mihawk at the moment is that it has the shanks to deal with these tall bodies.
Yeah.
These,
2 shanks on board is going to be pretty good.
It has the card to deal with wide boards. The Shanks just holds that accountable, right?
Yeah.
But now that Yellow has Raigo, it's obviously not gonna be played in every Yellow deck. But any Yellow deck that can play it can now get rid of your Shanks.
Yeah.
So Yellow is going to have this removal that you can't consistently be able to hold off.
And then for those watching, I'm going to tell you right now, just because you're playing Yellow doesn't mean you have to play Raigo or Kingdom Come, for those who don't know that. Because that card alone can make you not want to do certain things because you're going to be too scared to go to life. This is super low life. So learn your deck, play it properly, and then consider Raigo. Don't just force it just because it's removal, I need to play it.
Yeah.
No, there are certain decks that need it, some certain decks that don't, and you can play without it, so don't feel like you're forced into it. It's just a really good card, and some Yellow decks can take advantage of it.
Yeah, but there are a lot of Yellow decks that probably won't be able to.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot.
I can even confidently say Nami is not going to be able to run it.
Yeah,
there's not enough space.
There's not it. I mean, there's probably going to be a list out there, but in all reality, it all depends on the player's type of game.
Do you run Raigo now instead of
No, because you need the Borsalino package.
Well, yeah, but you can just Red Rock is getting removed.
But you still have Gravity Blade.
Yeah, but Raigo removes big bodies.
Yeah, but in all reality, you don't care about the big bodies. You have a decent board where you can stay alive.
Yeah.
What you aren't you over here trying to constantly gain life?
Yeah, but I was gonna say, if you run Raigo and Nami, don't you just get a draw 1 as well?
You get a draw 1, but on top of that, I think there's you take a bigger hit compared to actually doing damage. I mean, obviously if you want, try it out with 1. I don't think it should be a prioritized card in the deck because I think being able to pretty much heal consistent in that deck and consistently have a hand is what's good in that deck. Because back-to-back Nico Robins puts you on a pretty good spot. On top of that, you're going to have Borsalino. You're going to have Quasar to keep you there. So it's just stuff like that. You're going to have a high life advantage. Are you really going to reject it by doing all that? Because it reduces you to 1. Raigo, I could see if you are already at 1 or 2. But yeah, it's just, to me, I think that's what Nami shouldn't be doing
Mm-hmm. It's
Like,
the opposite.
Yeah, some decks that should take advantage of it. For those who are wondering, I would say like Rosie is one.
Rosie can take advantage of it.
Rosie can take a high advantage of it. Another one, Enel could be. It's getting rotated out. No, it's set 5. Yeah.
Set 5.
So it should be making an appearance again. So double Enel meta.
I did want
yellow and purple.
I did want to play yellow and now before the bans were announced.
Yeah.
I didn't want to try yellow and now. I think it's always going to be a good generic deck that can win games.
Black Yellow Luffy coming back?
No, please never. They can stay without it.
That's another deck that could take advantage of it. Vegapunk. Vegapunk is one that can take advantage. You play it, you use lead ability, gain your life, so you're back at 2 life.
Yeah, so you play on your 7 dawn, you can tap 6, remove a body, tap 1.
Put Quasar, get Borsalino, you get a boom right there. Look, there's that play. So you see, there is decks that are, like, can take heavy advantage of it, but don't feel like just because you're yellow doesn't mean, well, it doesn't just mean that you need to play that card. So there's that. So again, test out your things. Some love playing the sim. Play it on the sim as much as you can. Play it in person. Get your buddies. Like webcam. That's another perk that we have. You guys just constantly play it.
Or just show it to locals. It doesn't matter. Like
test it out.
If you, to me at least, right? If you lose a big tournament, it hurts. But you can just go to a normal locals. Lose, go X3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you go X3, you lost the locals.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what? Like, I'd rather lose the locals than to be getting whipped in like a regional, right?
Yeah, or like any bigger events where it's like bigger pricing. Like, take consideration. Like, yeah, a lot of people have this mentality. Oh, I lost one match, I'm done. I'm done and everything. No, stick around. Test out different things. Like, okay, so say if you show up with, like, there's this one card that you want to test out against certain matchups. Yeah, it can run into a situation where you just don't see those matchups. Yeah. But that's life, like, you're gonna run into these things where you need to either learn how to pretty much learn a new way to pivot your deck.
Yeah.
Or start testing different things, like this whole situation where we were telling you new ways of swinging. Start testing that out. See what actually does more damage to the opponent. See what leaders you need to be swinging 7s, 9s, certain things, stuff like that. So take that in consideration next, like, local you go to. Like, you're here to learn. Some people can only show up to these locals, so use that time to, like, try to get better for when, like, there's bigger events. Yep. You can start doing all this stuff,
like these treasure cups.
Yeah,
right? Like we still have one tomorrow. But I personally at least can say that I've learned a lot just playing these treasure cups. Obviously I've not won one, but I think I put myself in a spot where I now understand the way every single deck works, and I can confidently play against all these decks without having to worry about, like, what if he runs this card? I know they don't run this card.
Yeah.
Or what if he does this? I know they won't do it.
Yeah, because if you're constantly always playing with the same group of people, and they don't switch up anything, you're gonna get so adapted to their playing style and their decks. Yeah. Where it's gonna affect you in other matches. So, one example, our Sally boy, Taxbeard. Yeah. This man still plays Taxbeard in his ace deck, and then we're like, brother, like, why? He hasn't added the double strike,
double attack.
Yeah, double attack vistas and all this other stuff. So we're over here adapting to his playing, when we're about to go into an ace that doesn't even run this or is doing something else.
Can I be completely honest with you?
Yeah.
It's ironic because the only ace that I played at Riftgate.
Oh yeah.
Had
a Taxbeard. So and then but yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, like, there's these decks that don't get me wrong, like, going to your locals, you're gonna run into stuff. People are testing certain things out, but when you're constantly playing with your boys, you're gonna play a certain way against them, and you don't want to carry that on always. Like, that's always gonna work. No, everyone's different outside of, like, your little bubble. And that's why it's great going into these locals.
But also remember, it's also, this is if you want to do great big events. If you're just showing up for the vibes, that's
chill for the vibes.
Chill. Do your thing. This is for everybody that wants to get better at the game, right? If you're a beginner and you really want to, like, obviously not a career, but
Yeah.
like you just want to pursue something in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Just practice.
Just practice. That's all you can do. Like literally, just you constantly looking at videos or constantly just not if you're not going out there and like trying different things within your deck.
Yeah.
It's not going to help out. Like you have to test out. Like kind of with the coming back way back to your heroines event. We don't like this list. Switch everything right now.
Switch everything.
And boom, it worked out.
It worked out.
I bet if you would have had the stuff in that matchup,
I would have lost.
It would have been bad.
I would have lost everything.
So it's stuff like that. So just give certain things a try out. But I mean, we kind of like strayed away from this and everything. But with OP15, if we have these decks coming out, and another thing that we're gonna have to deal with before the actual OP15 meta, pre-releases.
Yes.
Pre-releases. For those that don't know how pre-release works, you're gonna, depending on your store, however they want to structure it, but this is originally the way it's supposed to go. You get 6 packs. You get to choose 1 leader. Depending on the store, you can either choose any leader that you can take, or they will restrict it to a Rainbow Luffy. So depending on what you choose, we're gonna go off of the chance of the store letting you choose any leader. So the top 3 lead. Well, what's your What deck do you think? Well, what leaders do you think need to show up if you're trying to win?
Okay, if you're trying to win, the most obvious pick right now is Sanji, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's always been the core one, and people are like, "Well, I don't want to constantly be playing against Sanji." Well, then like.
I'm sorry, but there's just a meta.
Yeah, there's just a meta. People are over here trying to use it. I mean, not everyone's gonna be a good pilot for Sanji, but if you're gonna go and you're just complaining, sorry, bud.
It's just there's a meta, and at the end of the day, these pre-release events do have good pre-release cards. So obviously, you do want to play for it.
Like Boa's this one that's coming up.
Boa getting some really nice ones.
Yeah, it's for sure a mommy type of card.
Yeah, it's gonna be for the Gooners.
It's the Gooners for sure.
It's for the Gooners, but yeah, if you show up, expect to see a lot of competitive leaders. So Red Sanji is your obvious pick. We obviously have Rainbow Luffy.
Yeah,
I think Rainbow Luffy is the most generic. It is the most generic leader.
Yeah,
and to an extent, it can sometimes be the best leader, sometimes, but it all depends on the set.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, Rainbow Luffy is great if you're trying to get
the way
we'll stick to the single leaders and everything. But here's a little note about the Rainbow Luffy. The great thing about Rainbow Luffy, it's a great way to introduce all the players to these upcoming new cards, because the Rainbow Luffy can adapt to any card. Whatever your card says, if your leader is this, or if this and that, your leader, that Rainbow Luffy becomes that. So you're able to test out these new cards, so you can do different combos, different things, but it's a great introduction.
I think it's the most flexible one, and I think it will be if you guys pull Holly, that little dog card, it's gonna be insane. It makes your leader a 6K leader, and it's only if your leader has the Ohm typing, which Luffy gets to
be that typing.
Gets to be that typing because it's every single type, every single color. Mm-hmm. So I think Luffy is gonna be, if you pull Hollies, I think it's gonna be a sneak good leader. Yeah, because it makes everything base 6. So 6K leader in general is always gonna be good. Yeah, and 6K leader with 5 life. Oh, that's insane.
That is a way to take advantage. So, all right, coming back to this whole thing. So we have Sanji, the Rainbow Luffy.
And the third pick is the new EBO3 Vivi, which hasn't been tested out yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been tested out, but the ability, I mean, it's not locked to what you're choosing, but it does say, it's activate main, right? You can't trigger. Well, you can't use ability to the cards that have activate main, right?
So it's activate main. You have minus 5,000 to this leader, right? Minus 5,000 to your leader. Rest the leader, and then any character that doesn't have on play will get rush. Any character that you choose that has no one attacking effect.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I meant.
Sanji's no on play. So any character that has no attacking effect will get to swing with rush. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it does minus 1k to one character. Right. So these big bodies are certainly going to become small enough to to deal with, and you also get to swing with your slightly big bodies.
Yeah.
Immediately. So Vivi might be
The new staple.
The new staple. I think depending on what releases in these sets,
Can depend which lead you want to lead towards.
If there's more on play, then you just play Vivi.
Yeah.
If there's more one attacking characters, you just pivot to Sanji.
Yeah.
So it all depends obviously on the set, but I do feel like those are going to be the new 3 staple leaders.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest sleeper deck in these pre-releases, and it's gotten me wins. Red, green, Luffy. The biggest wall of these, bro. Because okay. Before I go into more details, why this leader is so good, let's go into some like core things that you want to do for the new viewers or like the new players coming into these pre-releases. First thing, you open your packs. What's the first thing we got to do? Blockers. Second thing, 2Ks. Organize that all to the side. Afterwards, you can start looking at different like text and everything. But in all reality, first 2 things you need, blockers and 2Ks.
It runs.
Because it can either win you the games or it can completely lose games. Because you're limited to just the 6 packs. So if you don't get any counter, you're gonna have to be pretty defensive, like in some sort of way. So yeah, so that's the 2 things that you want to do. Now after that, you want to look into like the bigger bodies of like bigger abilities. So like Borsalino, Holy, you can Holly. There we go, Holly. There's other great cards that you want to add on to this like upcoming pre-release.
Good generic cards.
Yeah, but coming back to the leader, why this is such a great leader. You can just play 1 card, a 5 or less, or if there's cards in there that help you restand your Don. Every active Don that you have is a 2K. So if you're already leaning towards less counter on your pulls, this man will keep you alive.
Yeah, he does.
You can, if you leave 5 up, that's an extra 10K of a counter, bro. 10K. And if you have Straw Hats on your board, you can protect them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's going to be I think it's a sleeper. I think
it's a very like early on. People just want to. They're going to be swinging 5s, 6, because they still need to summon something to continue like their board presence.
Right.
Counter.
Yeah.
Counter. Look, you're literally keeping a heavy hand or late game counter.
Yeah, it's.
This is why I'm saying like this is such a sleeper leader when it comes to these, and I will be using them for these upcoming pre-releases unless something else pops up and I'm like, you know what, I'll play this. But yeah, I honestly think that's, to me, another one, Bonnie, Green Bonnie.
Green Bonnie is also
because on these pre-releases, half of the time you're single summoning. So the only way to counter that is just like swing and then summon your thing early on. Once you get more than like 3 cards on board, like your leader and 2 other cards, it's going to be a bit harder for Bonnie to kind of like manage your board. But having that ability to rest something and then you swing at it so you can eliminate board is something strong.
Yeah, it's very strong.
You know, so I would say like these are like the leaders. Like we have going to be popping it up Sanji, Rainbow Luffy, Vivi, Lincoln. Red Green Luffy.
He's there.
And then Bonnie. So
Bonnie, yes.
These are the decks if you're leaning into like trying to play a bit more competitively or have a better better chance of winning these events, go with these. But for those, one thing I don't want to just stray away, like yes, the whole topic of this podcast is so we can like learn and put examples and constantly try to avoid being in table 400s, but this game is for fun.
It is for
too
fun.
Many of us take it way too serious, where it just completely strays away from wanting to play this game.
And I also want you guys to know that if you are the type of person that gets tilted after one match, just remember it's just a card game.
It's just a card game.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've missed out on winner cards by 1 round before too, and it sucks. It really does suck. But end of the day, you're there for fun.
Yeah, you're there for fun.
You're there to enjoy yourself.
You're opening packs. You're having fun. You're honestly, I think Utah has a really great environment, and overall One Piece has had a great environment overall, like different states that I've gone to. So you're there to have fun. Play these random leaders if you want. Play whatever you want. Just remember, at the end of the day, it's a card game. We're there to have fun. Obviously, there's going to be more people that take it more serious and want to win these winners, but I've seen some people pop up with some random leaders, some random stuff, and they win these. These make it a chance for, like, just so you can try these new cards out. So remember that. But kind of like swirling this all in towards getting to the final. We have all this stuff. We've gone over our current events that we've been going through recently. We have the current meta. Next episode, we will try to build up a tier list just to get a better grasp of it and visually, so that way everyone can see it. OP15 coming up. These events they're going to be great. I mean, it's going to be tough to get any type of product. So if you're signed up to these events, jump onto them.
There's probably your only chance to get a product, just because everybody's on it right now. I mean, everybody. And this isn't even a set that has memorable characters. Like, character-wise, the only memorable character that we can actually name is going to be Luffy.
And then the first appearance has Brook as a leader.
But those are the only two leaders, and even then I would argue Brook isn't even that huge for the general market. Right? But this set has almost no memorable, like it's almost not even a collector's item.
No, I think the biggest shout-out cards are going to be in this situation. Borsellino. And that's Secret, and the Secret Luffy. Yeah, because those are going to be the ones that are going to be a main staple in the Yanel, any yellow, and yeah, pretty much.
and we haven't even talked about the fact that we're getting the rest of EBO4.
Oh, that EBO4, yes, all the SPs.
We're getting SPs, but we're also getting the Gear 5 Bonnie.
Gear 5 Bonnie, yeah.
Yellow, red, Gear 5 Bonnie. We didn't even talk about her, but I mean, to be fair, there's not much to talk about. Unfortunately, she came out a little too late.
Yeah.
If she came out in the first half of EBO4, she could have done a lot of damage.
Yeah. And I think this is why Rosie was able to, like, do such a appearance, because for us, we weren't with the Bonnie and the Borsellino.
We had a very unique meta.
Yeah, we had a weird meta because half of the meta that was keeping other decks on check wasn't released yet.
Yeah, like we got EBO4 before we got EBO3.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the great thing, because now we're all going to be caught up with the current. It's going to be a universal release, so not one location is going to get before other locations, so it's all going to be universal. But I mean, yeah, just alone that, like, moving forward with the new event, well, the new set, it's something great to see. Different meta change is going to be popping up, and we'll go into more details about that. But overall, I'm hoping I at least win one of these pre-release events.
I just want to make top 4.
Yeah, top 4 would be nice, because you get.
Well, with Brolic, you can purchase a box.
Yeah, for those tuning in, this upcoming Sunday. So if you're watching this episode, this Sunday that's coming up, March. We're in March, right? March 29th.
It is March 29th, yes.
We're going to have 2 pods. I'm already going into details about it. So 2 pods of 16 each. If we don't get all 16, if we don't get both pods full, we're just going to merge it into one big pod. But overall, if we are in 2 pods, top 4, you're going to be able to purchase a box and leave with it that same day for $19.99 plus tax.
$19.99.
Some of these locations.
$119.
Well, yeah, $119. Yeah, there we go. $119.99.
$20.
Yeah, $120 before tax. We'll say that $120 before tax that you can purchase your box and leave with it. But there's other stores, and then I think this is one thing that me and the core of Brolic that we always took in consideration. We're always going to give retail pricing, because at the end of the day, this is for the players, not for our official. Like, yes, a store needs to stay alive by still keeping profit, but at the end of the day, we are those players still playing. We are those players still, like, trying to get the product and all this other stuff. So we understand your guys' viewpoint. So we're always going to give you guys the best price for that. But if you want to get a chance to get some product, jump in onto our thing. If you're on the wait list, show up. Sometimes there's people that just don't show up.
Some people just drop.
Yeah, so you might have a chance to get in there, but top 4, of each pod will be able to leave with the box that same day by purchasing one with us, or top 8, however we structure it. But there's that. Get in line. There's going to be people at multiple stores that are still going to be able to let players purchase stuff those days. So check us out for those events. This should be releasing Wednesday or Thursday.
It should be Thursday.
Thursday? Okay, so Thursday. So next week, Thursday, we'll be bringing out some more meta descriptions, some more advice for the pre-releases, because there's because
it's only gonna be this weekend. So I think the best thing to do after, you guys already get an idea of how to play pre-release. I think after this, we just should do an episode just about talking about what's gonna change in the meta, right?
Yeah.
I think if we do a proper tier list, everybody will kind of get an idea. You don't even need to know what the cards are, but as long as you get a leader idea, you should.
Yeah, and then we'll pop up some deck lists, so that way you can, if for those that are trying to like jump onto the game or trying to see other ways of like playing, we'll try to come up with some deck lists, or if we know someone that has a proper deck list, we'll bring it up, we'll go over it and everything, so that way you guys can learn a bit more of the decks now that they're coming out. So tune in for that one. So that will be next Thursday that we'll be releasing, but this upcoming Thursday, well, when this releases, episode 1, I'm glad you guys were able to tune in, but future tune-ins, we're always going to help you and give you advice on how to stay out of table 400, hence avoiding table 400. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, put it down in the chat. Let us know where we could upgrade. And yes, this is our first episode, so our setup is weird.
It's a bit jank, but we tried our best.
Yeah, we tried our best for like last minute, and we're going to be upgrading very soon a lot of the layout and everything. We're going to be bringing special guests. We're going to be going, we're going to ask for information from their viewpoints. We're going to get details about other tips and tricks that they can do. And because we are connected with Brawlhalla Games, we will be doing future...
I'm not even part of Brawlhalla.
What do you mean? You have it in your name, BG.
All right. I'm not even part of Brawlhalla. I'm just here, bro.
But we will be bringing deck profiles and a couple other stuff in our main channel for Brawlhalla Games. But this channel will be only just so you can learn and how to avoid table 400, you guys.
Just for beginners, really.
Yeah. So jump on, learn with us. We're going to be upgrading. I know this one's a rough one, but I appreciate for those who has been watching, who stayed throughout the whole episode to watch. Put table 400. Oh no!
Actually, avoid it. Avoid it. Don't go over there.
No. Never go to table 400.
It's not fun out there.
It is not, because the only one that stays there is Mako. And we're always over here. Mako.
Where'd he go?
Mako.
Where'd he go? Where's Mako?
So if you've reached the very end of this episode, put down below avoid table 400 down in the comments. And again, thanks for tuning in, you guys. We'll catch you guys next episode.
Yeah. Next episode.
Zeno.
BG.
Thanks again. Oh boy.
Later.